All right, we're here. We're live. This
We're
time
good.
successful. What's up, everybody? How we're doing? Welcome to our first episode in our new rebrand named the Turnover Turfs. So yeah, first episode. We're restarting the pilot once again, along
Pilot
with
part
here
2.
with Tyler
Electrical Luke.
Lockett and JSN here. I guess we have Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, I'm currently working on something in the background, but I'll be on and my camera will be on very soon.
All right, bet. But anyways, welcome here. Hope you all had a great week. I think something amazing happened on Sunday. Something really big.
Dude,
That's right, people. The Detroit Pistons on Sunday beat the Charlotte Hornets. They're on their way to become a great team.
Bruh. Okay.
But also some football game happened. The Philadelphia Eagles just destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs. No three-peat. Let's go. No three-peat.
Yay! Woo, let's go!
No three-peat. And Thomas, I'm gonna hit you some hard-hitting questions right now. Is Cooper Dejean a safety?
No, the fuck he is not. I'm sick of these allegations.
Okay, but is he a cornerback?
He is a corner. He's a number one corner.
Okay, but can he lock down your number one?
He can and he will.
All right, that's the questions. All I needed to know. Cooper Dejean is not a safety. He's just a corner that will lock down your number one. Let's go, people. Let's go. Cooper Dejean ended racism. You know, he is the Jackie Robinson of of the NFL. Hello, gentlefish. Hello.
And yes,
you with a haircut. Yeah. Only Thomas knew that I got a haircut on Saturday, and I didn't want to reveal it until Tuesday. So make the grand reveal. So yeah. But anyways, hopefully everyone had a good day. I mean, let's talk about the Super Bowl. What were y'all thoughts on it? I mean, Eagles, destroyed them. Doesn't matter what the score said. It was pretty much a gone. The Super Bowl was pretty much done by like the third quarter, essentially. So, what are you guys' thoughts on it?
I was unaware that there was a football game on. I was watching a Kendrick Lamar concert, and then for whatever reason, it kept getting interrupted by some shitty football. Like, what the fuck? Oh, but I saw belt to ass. Best way to describe that.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, he has a belt.
Oh fuck, he has a belt. Ah shit.
Uh-oh.
I love the fact that the camera angle it can only see like half of his head.
But yeah, pretty much. That game was hilarious to watch. Arguably, Kendrick didn't have a halftime show. He had a post-game show. The game was pretty much over at halftime. Like, Chiefs didn't score any points. It was other Eagle football.
I'm just trying to be the Eagles right now. I mean, okay, hear me out. Who got destroyed more? The entire Kansas City Chiefs or the entire city of Philadelphia? What got destroyed more?
Honestly, I don't know.
Pretty equal. Honestly, they might be equal. Pretty similar.
Low-key?
I mean, the Chiefs at least scored points, but it was just like it was over at the end of the day. I guess Philly did let go of the gas, so I guess the entire city of Philadelphia got destroyed more.
I mean, there's option C. What? Aubrey. Aubrey got destroyed pretty hard.
Aubrey, what?
Do you not know who Aubrey is?
I only think Brandon Aubrey. That's it.
That is Drake's real name.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, But hey, Thomas, are you like the white corners?
I almost said something that not gonna make sense.
Braves.
But anyways, I guess since we're here, let's talk about this halftime show. I feel like it was honestly a decent halftime show. I mean, for what it is a decent halftime show. I don't think it's the greatest halftime show, but it was still a very solid one. That's all I'm gonna go from there. Great message, great symbolism for what Kendrick was trying to do. Pretty on brand, for being honest yourself. So I give it a solid. I give it a solid B. That's how I see the performance. Solid B.
Some really good cameos in it.
Really good. Really good. Anyone thoughts? Logan, do you think Kendrick did beat you on that one? Throughout the compared to the weekend performance and the Bruno Mars's performance?
Oh, I see what you did there. Fuck you. Yeah, honestly, I'm not the weekend, first of all. Fuck you. Secondly, it was very good. I liked it. Yo, hold on.
Do you think okay, Thomas is Kendrick or Bruno? Kendrick or Bruno?
I mean, Bruno gave the Seahawks a Super Bowl. Kendrick stopped at 3
with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. With the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Kendrick had mustard though.
Yeah, and then the second time around, I mean, he was more of a cameo with Coldplay. And then the Broncos won a Super Bowl after that, so it's kind of more of a Bruno Mars got to give like one for another one. So
let's see. Kendrick gave the Rams a ring, but he gave the Eagles a ring.
Eminem gave a Rams a ring. He gave Stafford a ring specifically. Eminem was specifically giving Stafford a ring. I said Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Are we about to go back to what? Rewatch some footage?
Do we have to watch the film to find out what I said?
Go ahead.
Well, with football seasons, with NFL,
Logan's gone.
He did.
Oh,
all right. Well, the NFL season is over. You know what? It's time for the UFL season, baby. It is finally here. I mean, we're pretty much about a little over a month away from it. I said Peppers. I don't know.
Peepers, the red hot chili peepers.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, UFL season is here. We have NBA All-Star Weekend coming up. Even though no one really cares about it, but I just gotta say it, because a certain player from the Detroit Pistons is an All-Star. And I like to give him his flowers. His name is Mr. Cade Cunningham. That's right, folks. He's here. The real All-Star is here. He beat LeBron twice this season. GOAT status right here. I'm just saying LeBron found Cade much of a threat that he had to bring in Luka Doncic to the Lakers. But yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, the best team in the West.
The best team in the West
with 2 All-Stars.
2 All-Stars. I didn't know you. Man, we're really gonna talk about the Nuggets. I guess, Anthony. I guess you want to talk about the Nuggets.
I'm dying.
All right. You know what? Let's go forward to the real thing we're here to talk about. My non-spoiler movie review of what I saw yesterday. If you guys don't know, there was a movie that came out last Friday called Love Hurts. It started Ke Huy Quan, or people know him as Short Round from Indiana Jones, or
standings say.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the standings say. We know what's going to happen to the Thunder in the playoffs.
Dear God.
But anyways, so this is I'm trying my best to not spoil the movie as much as I can. All right. So Love Hurts, starring Ke Huy Quan, but the reason why, what was our main interest of why I wanted to see this movie, because in the trailer, a certain football player by the name of Marshawn Lynch was going to be in this movie. I'll say this.
No, you're good. Keep going.
All right, I'll say this. Marshawn Lynch had much more time on screen than SZA in that halftime show. I'll say that for sure. And so, yeah, Marshawn Lynch had much more runtime in has much more screen time in the movie than SZA in the halftime show. I will say that for sure. So there's some positives. And I think I think there's this. The movie, you're either gonna like it or you're gonna hate it. I feel like that's gonna be there's like no in between with this movie. You're gonna love it for what it is. If you like, just kind of like if you just kind of want to relax, don't really take it seriously, I feel like you'll enjoy this movie. But if you want to be like a extreme film critic about it, then I can see why people will hate the movie. So I feel like it's going to be a pretty split on that one. It's a pretty split audience. The acting was all right. It was pretty much all right for the most part. The choreography of the fighting was pretty decent, was very solid. I did not expect it to be. I did not really expect it to be a Valentine's Day movie. Yes, it came out. I know it came out in February, but I did not really expect the entire movie actually to be set on Valentine's Day. I did not expect it to be that. I thought it was just going to be a probably like a relationship between brothers, which it was. It was still had that, but it was actually like a love story. Like that's what you're kind of gonna at least somewhat expect in this movie. But I'll say for the main highlight, that's what I'm here for. Talk about Mr. Marshawn Lynch. And when you go in the very beginning, if y'all watch it, and I'll say one's minor spoiler, which is the very beginning of the movie when they show like all the like actors' names right in the intro. His name will show up as Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch. So I give him that. I will give them that.
I respect
it. I thought it was just gonna be Marshawn Lynch. I thought it was gonna be just Marshawn Lynch. No, they actually gave him his nickname, Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch. So I give him that. And I mean, for what it is, I think that was probably like my best part of the movie in general, and not biased. That is like a little bit biased, but no. Marshawn Lynch's performance was probably like the best part of that movie, for sure. His comedic, like he did it like very well for like very comedic style for his chops. His fighting was actually pretty decent for what it is. He plays, even though he plays more as like a henchman, as like a minion of some sorts, but for what it is, he did well. He did well. I cannot tell you what happens, what this fate is. So if I'm assuming because you're gonna watch it, Thomas. So that one, you might. All right, but that I'll leave it right there. But otherwise, if I have to give a rating, I give it like a solid 6.5. Pretty decent, like pretty solid, a very solid movie. I feel like you would probably watch it like on those. I feel like it was a movie you would watch on a discount movie day, or you would watch it like on Netflix. But Thomas, what you got there, man?
Nothing.
I see he's worrying, the team is going to take down a certain team in LA. That's what I see there. Anthony, you agree with me? You agree that the San Francisco Giants are going to be the team to take down the Empire? I feel like you'll agree with me.
Love Hurts isn't the only sort of Diamondbacks hat. Dear God. Now I have to go get a Diamondbacks hat. Son of a bitch.
Anyways, what are you going to say?
Say Love Hurts isn't the only movie or show that's coming out that's supposed to be good.
Oh, in 2 days,
Thursday,
right? In less than 48 hours.
We got a fucking last episode of Cobra Kai coming out.
Last 5.
I'm very, very emotional about that. Like, it's about to get hard.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, Netflix did bring a sneak peek of Cobra Kai season 6 part 3, but it was mainly the funeral scene of Quan for people that have not watched Cobra Kai. But spoiler warning. He's about to cry for the finale, Anthony.
Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of leaks on Twitter recently.
I have not. So
if they're true, I'm gonna be pretty pissed because I'm pretty sure I've had the entire last episode spoiled for me.
Because
fucking
I
Twitter.
feel like some of them are gonna be like Photoshop. I feel like some of them are just Photoshop that there are leaks. That is not what I heard.
And then Friday, Valentine's Day, those of you who have somebody to go hang out with, I would recommend maybe go see Captain America just so you can just get it over with.
It's gonna be one of the shorter movies in the MCU.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
I thought it was gonna be like a
2
hour and 15-minute film. I thought at least it's gonna be like 2 hours and 15 minutes because I felt like they were gonna have like a lot, but it just feels like I don't know. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping that it does well, but I'm kind of nervous with that runtime being an hour and 58. Because we're seeing that we're gonna have Red Hulk in, we're gonna have other characters too. So hopefully it's not just like we're gonna try to bring in a bunch of people in and just hopefully we do it in such a decent way and not just like we gotta like shove in this part, we gotta shove in like plot A, shove in like many side plots, if you get what I mean.
Fuck, now what do we talk about? We're not even 20 minutes in. This is bullshit.
I mean, like what? I mean, okay. I guess we could talk about what's gonna happen now with the end of the season. So, I mean, I'm calling it. We're only getting Red Hulk for about 15 to 20 minutes. I can kind of.
What is Red Hole?
You mean Red Bull?
Red Bull? Not sponsored, by the way. We are not sponsored by Red Bull. We are too poor for that shit.
Draft time. Oh, well, I guess there's that free agency and draft time because we have some Hulk. Okay. I mean, I could see 15, 20 minutes. I could see for Red Hulk because I don't think he's going to be. I'm not sure he's going to be in the end. I feel like he's going to give me more of like going to be in the middle of the movie. And then I feel like he gets shut down at the end of the movie, like in the first fight. The K and the L right next to each other. But draft time, free agency. I mean, free agency, we have some key free agents. Like T. Higgins. Higgins going to be a free agent. He's going to expect some big money in the market. Chris Godwin is going to be a free agent this year. If he doesn't sign with Tampa, he doesn't re-sign with Tampa. Who else? There's T. Higgins. Myles Garrett is gonna want to be traded from the Cleveland Browns. So
He is coming to Seattle. We're gonna trade away a first-round pick and half a penny.
I will say this: if we only just give up one first-round pick and maybe like a 7th rounder or like something smaller, then I will be fine with it. Then it's like, hey, we got an edge rusher, we got an elite edge rusher for a small price, and I'll be fine with it. Then we can at least get O-line in like the 2nd round. Yeah, that's my goal. At least get O-line in either round 1 or round 2 this upcoming draft. That is like my priority. That's the priority I expect going into this off season.
There are rumors circling around. The Giants are going to trade Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals for Zach Taylor and a 4th-round pick in 2035.
Oh my god! I mean, Max Crosby, potential trade candidate.
Ooh, Cooper Kupp.
I already asked about Debo. What do you think Kupp gets? Ooh, again. I mean, Chargers is one destination. Chargers is one destination. Cleveland, and I will say this, just because it feels like it's kind of been that we already had Robert Woods. Might as well have Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp get ready to learn Tennessee Titan.
I mean, when it comes to Titans, that's a team where wide receivers go to die. So
yeah, and then D-Hop barely escaped there, but unfortunately still couldn't win a ring.
Still couldn't get a ring.
That's the only part I'm sad. That's the only reason I will be sad about the Chiefs' loss, that D-Hop could not get a ring. That's really about it. Anyone else, I'm like, whatever.
Kenny Pickett got a ring.
Kenny Pickett got a ring before Brock Purdy, before Dak Prescott, before Kirk Cousins, before Josh Allen, before Lamar Jackson. I'm not going to mention Joe Burrow. Wow. Imagine telling the Steelers fan in the 2022 draft that, oh yeah, Kenny Pickett will get a ring in less than 3 years. And in the state of Pennsylvania too. And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, everyone's gonna be like, the Steelers are back. The Steelers are back, baby." Nope.
That was necessary slander. At least I have a quarterback. Who was your quarterback? DeVito? He's shit.
Drew Lock is gonna walk, unfortunately.
Yeah. You ruined Drew Lock's career. You had a generational QB. You could have signed him to a 5-year, $750 million contract. He would have been your franchise QB. No, you wasted his fucking career.
Who's Stanford?
You're gonna get the entire college?
The entire college? Who?
Damn.
What, you think Andrew Luck's gonna come back? Davis Mills 2025? Okay, yeah, let's go with this. I don't think Drew Lock ruined his own career. I blame that one on the Broncos. They really were like, Drew Lock had that great 4-1 start. And then after that, you know what the Broncos did? Instead of keeping the guy that actually helped on his offense, Vic Fangio was like, you know what will be our guy? Pat Shurmur. You remember Pat Shurmur, Anthony? Your former head coach.
Apparently, he meant Stafford.
Stafford is apparently staying in the Rams. Apparently, Stafford's saying he's staying with the Rams. So I'm assuming what's going to happen is Stafford's probably going to play until the end of his contract, and then after that, it's going to be a straight up mystery from there.
Giants could get Kirk Cousins.
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean,
sign him to a 5-year, $250 million contract.
I think Giants are getting Sam Darnold.
Don't if the Giants ruin one of my other favorite quarterbacks, I'm gonna be fucking livid. I will burn down the entire MetLife Stadium.
You must really hate Kirk Cousins. You want him to die. We all know Kirk Cousins is a future Brown. That's what's going to happen. Kirk Cousins is going to be a Cleveland Brown for a 1 year, for a $2 million deal. For a $2 million deal after the Falcons just like basically give him a bag, basically pull a Russell Wilson and give him a bag just to get him out of here.
What if the Giants get Aaron Rodgers and he just goes right back to MetLife?
That would honestly be funny. It's
the funniest shit in the fucking world.
Which is, you know what's the craziest thing? It's not even like it's a possibility. That's like even the sad part about it. It's not even like a joke. That's just that's
it could actually happen.
Yeah, unless Aaron Rodgers could finally finish the Brett Favre cycle.
I don't think the Vikings want to sign Aaron Rodgers when they have JJ McCarthy sitting right there.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna be the Brett Favre. I mean, it really depends on JJ McCarthy's health at that point, because if they're like thinking, okay, JJ McCarthy is going to be out for like the first few weeks of the season, depending on what the status is, of course, then they're probably going to be like, maybe Aaron Rodgers could play for a few games, but I don't think. And then after that, Aaron Rodgers gets traded out of Minnesota and just goes to a fourth team.
Yeah, I got one. Vikings re-signed Sam Darnold, like a 3-year, like $90 million deal.
Actually, pretty solid, yeah.
And the Vikings trade JJ McCarthy to the Seahawks for
a second round pick.
Second, maybe like second and a fourth. So we finally have our fucking quarterback.
And we also give him Sam Howell. I might as well just give him Sam Howell just to give him a backup quarterback.
We traded so much for fucking Sam Howell, and it's
for a backup quarterback. I mean, like, yeah, it is a backup trade, but it just felt like we just gave up.
We gave up a third and a fifth, like.
So the only way that's only going to be redeemable if Sam Howell somehow has like the breakout season that to expect, right? That's the only way this trade is going to be resolved. But it looks like Geno Smith is going to be the quarterback heading to 2025, and there's been rumors about what?
I forgot Daniel Jones is on the Vikings.
Yeah, he's going to be a free agent.
Fuck.
But Geno Smith is going to be the quarterback heading to 2025, and there's been rumors about a contract extension, which
I swear to fucking God, if he gets his contract extension again, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Wait, I'll say this: if it's only a 1-year deal, I'm whatever about it. But I'm whatever about it if it's a 1-year deal. But if it's more than that, then no, I would not. I wouldn't accept
if I watch another series of red zone offense where it's just interception, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Or the offense just dies because Ryan Grubb or Shane Waldron type of offense just kills it, despite moving the ball, whether running and not utilizing Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet, despite proving themselves they can run despite having a terrible O-line. I hope they use Kenny McIntosh a little bit more. He showed some promise. So hoping Kenny McIntosh does get some playing time next year. So Clint Kubiak, please
do something. We haven't had OC in forever.
And we need an O-line. Please. We also just need to get an O-line too. A guard, a center.
I heard a thing today saying that Zach Martin might retire this offseason. I
mean, he's been playing for a very long time, so makes sense.
Shout out to Vic Fangio.
Yep, Vic Fangio finally defeated the Kansas City Chiefs for once in his life.
Who's the third coach?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that a little bit. I was thinking like, I wonder what the Dolphins fans are thinking. Like Vic Fangio put up a top 5 defense, has a top 5 defense in Philly, and couldn't do that with the Dolphins last year. And I know Logan's gonna say, "Well, we had injuries," but still, you're telling me Bradley Chubb, um, Christian Wilkins, who else? Um, Andrew Van Ginkel. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do that. Oh, wait, did they have Jalen Ramsey in 2023?
I want to say yes.
Yeah. Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, and he couldn't do any of that, but he went to Philly, did it with 2 rookie cornerbacks with Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, did it with Blankenship, Zach Bond, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith. One player said Fangio is training them too hard. I mean, Fangio is been known as like a hard-headed head coach, but at that point, I blame more their conditioning coach because you're telling me for the past few seasons the Dolphins just get injured like so much, and you're telling me it's not the conditioning coach.
Oh, we also could talk about the NFL honors.
All right, that came up on Thursday. First of all, RIP to Virginia McCaskey, the one of the original owners' wives of George Halas. She is now up there, 102. I am impressed. She lived for a very long time. I am impressed.
She saw all the bullshit.
Immortal. She had immortal Jews. I'm telling you.
Her and Queen Elizabeth, they were vibing.
Queen Elizabeth, Betty White, the trinity of old ladies, honestly. They're pretty much the trinity of old ladies, immortality. But yeah, let's talk about. I mean, I know Thomas wants to talk about a certain comeback player of the year player. Let's give Thomas the board here. Give him the moment to talk about Mr. Joe Burrow winning his second comeback player of the year and being the second person to win 2 comeback player of the years.
Well, very, very well deserved for having an MVP like season with shit coaching and shit defense and dragging his team kicking and screaming to 9-8. Should have been in the playoffs. It would have been the fucking Patriots. Neither here nor there. But I respect it. It could have gone to Sam Darnold, but then it would have just been Geno Smith in 22, and the award once again would have been stupid. Should have, should have had one more to most improved or like breakout season. I feel like that should be a thing. But no, very, very well deserved for Mr. Joe Burrow. Could have won MVP, honestly, if the Bengals had a better record.
Bengals had a defense. This team would have been like 13-4. If the Bengals had a defense, they would have been 13-4.
We need a fucking defense. I'm telling you, Zach Taylor and a 7th round pick in 2035 for Dexter Lawrence. Who is saying no? I'm not saying no shit. I will sign that contract.
Anthony, you hear that?
I'm just saying.
It's a good deal, Anthony. It's a good deal.
It's a fantastic deal. You can get.
Oh, we'll get to that. We will get to that. We will get to that. But continue. Finish.
Pause. I mean, this just shows that Joe Burrow is like a top. I'm gonna say it's a top 3 as of right now. As opposed to one, he's 100% top 5, like top 4 really even. But if we're going to look at if we look at the 3 people above him, Mahomes, hate to admit it, Josh Allen, which is well deserved, and Lamar, good defenses, really good coaching, and a great supporting cast. Joe Burrow had a good supporting cast on the offense, shit defense and shit coaching. But those three were recognized way more than
through my guy.
I will give to you in a second.
So you talk about terrible coaching, terrible defense.
Terrible coaching. But I mean, he kind of did some of this without having his top two players for a while. Like Higgins and Chase, they were out for several games. Higgins didn't play for the first little bit of the season. Chase was battling injuries, and Chase still won Triple Crown, and Higgins still had a great season. But Mike Gesicki, one of the best tight ends ever. I give it up for what's that running back's name? Not Are
talking about Khalil Herbert, or are you talking about
No, not Herbert. No, the other fucker. Evans.
Evans, I think it was Evans. Chase Evans? Yeah, Evans. I really want to say Chase Evans. Brown. I really want to say Chase Brown so much.
Evans. Great running back, great the back and the receiving core. Way better than the other fucker that we had that got injured. He was a complete piece of shit. But I feel like we can, continue on this train, keep the offense rolling. We will have to get a wide receiver because Higgins is gone, and we have to pay Jamar Chase all of the money. Get us a defense besides Trey Hendrickson, and get us a better coach. We will be right back to where,
that's
to be a great episode.
I think when we get closer to draft time, I feel like we should do one.
A great episode.
I feel like we should do one during after the free agency period, like around end of March, beginning of April. I feel like beginning of April should.
I feel like we should do 2 or 3, just one very serious one, and then one or two is just completely just fuck around.
So yeah, I think we should do the first serious one. Should we do the first serious one at the end when we get near the draft, or should we do in the beginning?
Here, hang on. I will remove my solo layout. Hang on. Fucking fix this. Oh god.
There you go.
That's better. Okay. That's the thing. With Joe Burrow playing very well, Zach Taylor's job is currently saved. When that fucker should have been fired. I think I'm going to go to 2 games real quick. Both the Baltimore games. I remember the first one, I was in Oklahoma. I didn't watch that game. I saw the very end. The Thursday night football game, one of Joe Burrow's best career games, and the defense just couldn't do shit about it. Pissed me off. Zach Taylor fired after that missed 2-point conversion, which I understand why doing it. Just go for the win. Just go for the damn tie. Just go to overtime.
So was he worried that that the Bengals would not get the coin toss if that were to happen? Was that the scenario was he thinking of?
I don't know, but it's so stupid. I also lost I should have won $100 that day. Still not salty about that.
We also got to talk about, because there's other games that the Bengals did. Well, I think we kind of got the point across with that one. So, but anyway, also the NFL honors. Who else we had? MVP went to Josh Allen. Congrats to him. Respect. Offensive player.
So I'm gonna be real quick. Ravens fans, you motherfuckers. Last season, you're going off saying stats didn't matter. Now you're saying it does matter. So this is why I think Josh Allen should deserve MVP. Look at the team around Josh Allen, and then look at the team around Lamar Jackson. The Bills were they're maybe a 10-11 team at most. The Ravens were expected to win the division. Josh Allen carried that team all the way to the AFC Championship game. He deserved MVP. Maybe he didn't have a good stats as Lamar, but who's just saying that he didn't?
It's almost we're talking about who's more valuable. Are we talking about who's more valuable to the team? 2, You also got to think about that. So, I mean, yeah, if both quarterbacks are down, I'm not saying that like the teams are going to be all right. I'm not saying like, oh, Josh Allen goes down. I'm not saying Mitchell Trubisky's gonna like gonna do the exact same thing. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. If he went down and Josh Johnson went in, then again, yeah, same thing. But I think the Bills really had that amazing season. I felt like Josh Allen did do well enough to earn the MVP, and even then, if okay, I would say this: if the Ravens didn't talk too much smack last year about saying the stats didn't matter, I think then you can say Lamar Jackson deserved the MVP. And hear me out. If Christian McCaffrey won the MVP in 2023, then I feel like different perspectives would have changed.
I mean, I feel like if it didn't go to Allen, it kind of should have gone to Saquon. He also deserved MVP.
2000 rush season almost could have broken the record too, but they decided to bench him week 18.
Should have played him.
Which I understand why, but it's also it's against the Giants. It's against the Giants, so it would have been much more poetic justice as well. But
I mean, I will say this: Chiefs defense didn't allow Barkley to score one time.
I'm kind of shocked. I thought Barkley would have had much more of a bigger game than what I was expecting. I did not expect that the passing offense would have been like the main factor in this game. I mean, mainly you got to get props to Philadelphia's defense. They pretty much did. I
mean, I read a stat saying that the Eagles never blitzed once.
Yeah, I saw that 0%. Like, it was pretty much that pass rush was really going after Mahomes. And I guess there was a moment where the Chiefs sacked Mahomes, a Chiefs offensive tackle.
He talked that. But he forgot, but he forgot who he was playing for.
Yeah. But, I mean, a lot, and this is what I see now through some group chats I'm in, saying like, oh, the Chiefs dynasty is over. I'm like, I'm not saying it's over. I'm not saying it's over until proven otherwise. The Chiefs are going to be back next year. That is still guarantee given. The Chiefs will be back next year. Because remember what we said back in 2020 or Super Bowl 55? Mahomes suffered the same fate too. He was suffered through great defense in the Buccaneers. And guess what? They got themselves an O-line. With Creed Humphrey. They got themselves Orlando Brown Jr. They got themselves pieces. And guess what? They won back-to-back Super Bowl champions a couple years later. So, for people saying the Chiefs dynasty is over, I'm not saying it's over until proven. They've been drafting well. They've been drafting this. So, am I rooting for it? No. I'm just saying what's the reality of the situation.
Yes.
And I feel like at this point, it's if you want to talk about who has the most pressure going on in 2025, it's still definitely Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. They're still going to be, and Joe Burrow to an extent, if the Bengals, have a great team next year.
Exactly. So, I mean, kind of the two biggest factors right now, two biggest questions going into the Chiefs offseason. Will Kelsey retire? And will Andy Reid also retire?
I think Andy Reid is still going to go until he says he's ready. And I feel like he's going to stay in 2025. I feel like that's probably what's going to happen for sure. And I feel like I could say maybe 2027 could be like a potential, could see the end of it. But right now, he's still going to be coaching until he says he's done. That's the bare fact. I feel like one thing I'll say for that Chiefs offense for the last 2 years, I feel like they might need to fire Matt Nagy. They still need to fire Matt Nagy.
No. Matt Nagy's great. Extend him. Make him the head coach.
What if he goes to Chicago again?
I was really hoping that he would go to the Jets. I would have laughed my ass off.
But yeah, because same thing like the Patriots dynasty. Tom Brady left. Belichick. Pretty much those two were pretty much need to be gone in order to say that dynasty is over. I mean, for the most part, Brady, of course, but it's pretty much that factor. Reed and Mahomes are pretty much need to be gone.
Oops.
For the Bears fans that wanted them to draft Mahomes, the Super Bowl is what would have happened. Now, here's my take on this one. For many, I will say this. Mahomes would have not been the same QB if he went to the Bears. In fact, I would think he would have died out there. Because Mahomes at the time of the 2017 NFL draft, he was considered a very raw prospect. He was considered like, hey, he's either going to be the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, or he's going to be the worst quarterback to ever play the game. And guess what? He went to the best situation as possible in the Kansas City Chiefs, and he became the greatest quarterback. If he went to Chicago, I don't think he would have been the same quarterback. I feel like I will say this: he probably would have been in Justin Fields' situation right now. Maybe he plays decent, but for the most part, he probably would have been like a backup. That's my take on that.
Okay, so if you're going off about somewhat as possibilities from that draft class, do you think Deshaun Watson would have still been Deshaun Watson if he would have gone to the Bears?
So we're talking about Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson.
I'm talking about off the field, Deshaun Watson.
Well, off the field, Deshaun Watson. Those situations happened in Houston, actually. So, are we saying would those situations happen in Chicago? Is that the?
I mean, maybe.
But if not, then because Deshaun Watson at the time of the draft, football on football wise, he was the most NFL ready prospect, and when he was with the Texans in his rookie season, he was actually playing pretty well. Even with the terrible head coach in Bill O'Brien.
I forgot about that guy.
On the field, Watson would probably have been similar in Chicago. I mean, I think Watson would have been at least better for the Chicago Bears at the time than with Mahomes, because I think Mahomes would have been rushed in there immediately. Because remember, Mitch Trubisky, I know he got benched for like the first set of games because I forgot who was the quarterback. Oh, Mike Glennon. Because I forgot they started Mike Glennon in the beginning, but eventually Trubisky did get the starting job. So I'm just saying Watson was the best quarterback around at that time in the draft. For a lot of people are saying Mahomes should have been to Chicago. I'm gonna say nay on that one.
Wait a minute. Was it Allen and Lamar from the same draft class?
Same draft class as 2018.
So listen.
So we had the first round was Baker, Darnold, Allen, Rosen, and Lamar. Those were the 5 quarterbacks in that first round.
Could you imagine the Browns team if they would have gotten Lamar or Allen?
Okay, this is where I was going with this one. Lamar would have been a better option. Allen would have died. Allen would have died in Chicago. Sorry, not Chicago, Cleveland. Josh Allen would have died in Cleveland. Because if y'all remember the first 2 seasons of Josh Allen's career, people were saying he was not a great quarterback. And if you saw his film, I would have probably agreed. But guess what? Again, good coaching, good development, and guess what? He's now he's a top 5 quarterback in this league. If he went to Cleveland, would have died with Hugh Jackson. Would have been better than what's his face? The quarterback in 2017, he was a rookie.
What was his name?
I really want to say Desmond Ritter, but it's not his name. It's not him.
Ritter was drafted in 21.
I know 22, but it just sounds like his name started with a D, right? Was it? Who was the Dejean Kaiser? Dejean Kaiser.
I forgot that fucker existed as well.
Yeah, Dejean Kaiser. Pretty much, yes. Josh Allen would have been better than Dejean Kaiser, but I don't think he would have been. I don't think he would not be that same quarterback he was. Kind of same thing with Mahomes. I would say that Lamar Jackson was at least the best quarterback. Was probably that best quarterback out there at that time. Then after that, I would probably say Baker would probably been the second best quarterback for that time being.
Josh Rosen should have just fallen out of the draft.
I mean, Rosen was sending him to Arizona, pretty much sealed his fate, like immediately, like more than ever. But guess who was also part of that same 2018 draft class? Mason Rudolph, people. Mason Rudolph.
Is it bad that I only remember him from the fucking helmet incident?
Yeah, no, it's not bad. I mean, that's probably going to be what he's like famously. I think like that's like the main thing he's going to be famously known for his time in the NFL, for that Myles Garrett incident. Oh,
it was.
It was. It was. And then after that, you got followed by that 2019 class, RIP, with Haskett. 2020 was good. You had Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Hurts, Love. So they were pretty solid. 2021 was disappointing.
Hang on. You are forgetting somebody from that 2020 class.
I said Burrow. I already said Burrow.
Nope, not him.
Burrow, Hurts, Herbert, Tua, Jordan Love. Wait, 5 quarterbacks. Those are you?
There's another one.
Are you gonna say Jacob Eason?
No.
Okay. I don't know who.
Ben fucking DiNucci.
Oh right, he was 20. He was the 7th round.
He was elite. Cowboys wasted his career. He went over to the XFL, had an amazing season, and the XFL said, "Fuck you." In my opinion,
no, he went to the Denver Broncos. He signed there, and then the Sea Dragons disbanded.
I don't want to talk about it. It's
2026. You better hope 2026 is.
It's a very, very sad subject.
You better hope they come back in 2026 or 2027.
Listen, at least DiNucci has a ring. I will give him that. He has a ring.
For what?
He's engaged, is he not? Or married now?
Right.
I'm very happy for him.
I was thinking he signed with like. I thought you were telling me like he signed on the practice squad for some random team. Got the ring.
He has the most Mickey Mouse ring ever.
Like just like the most out of like random ring out there. That would have been hilarious. Then 2021 was a massive disappointment. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Mac Jones.
Oh God.
Davis Mills, Kellen Mond, who's now in the UFL. 2022, another great disappointment, but Kenny Pickett is the only QB that has a ring. Kenny Pickett, Brock Purdy, Sam Howell, Desmond Ritter, Malik Willis. I think those are like the main QBs that were like the biggest, like. Oh, Skylar Thompson, the GOAT. Skylar Thompson.
We're not. No, we're not doing this again.
To be fair, 22 didn't. Okay, yeah, that is true. That is true. No one was really like consider a first round talent outside of Kenny Pickett. I mean, oh yeah, Matt Corral. Matt Corral was also 22. And he got a ring. He got a ring with the Stallions. So he was actually
We're not going to talk about your Mickey Mouse 3-peat bullshit.
Hey, Stallions in the modern era. They're the only team, the only professional football team to 3-peat.
Mickey Mouse rings. They're all Mickey Mouse rings.
Not Mickey Mouse rings. Not Mickey Mouse rings. Destroyed each opponent.
If you would have played the Battlehawks, you would have had 2 rings. We would have beaten you.
The Battlehawks would have lost. We're gonna admit that. The Stallions defense legit destroyed the Brahmas offense in a shutout.
The Brahmas are a bad football team.
No, they are. The main QB entering the draft were Pickett and Malik Willis. I remember Matt Corral was at that point like an early first round pick in 2022. At one point.
23 had some all right QBs.
23 was Stroud, Young, AR5, Will Levis.
And how many of them are decent?
2,
Stroud,
Young and Stroud. Young is at least finally developing. Then 24 right now we have Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy, Drake May, and Michael Penix Jr. Oh yeah, 2023 was also AOC. Just throw that one out there.
we got sidetracked far.
I mean, we're filling up that hour runtime, so I'm kind of impressed.
We're trying to get that ad revenue
for Ghost.com.
Yeah.
Ghost. Or the revenue is practically non-existent.
Exactly. Back to the honors.
Defensive Player of the Year went to PS2.
Well deserved. Very, very well deserved.
Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Jaden Daniels, another well deserved. You could probably argue maybe someone else, but I think
Bo Nix was robbed.
Bo Nix. There was another one.
If Logan was here, what we could have done is that we could have looked at our
final NFL.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, till late now. We'll do it next week.
We can do it next week when Logan's here.
All right, then Defensive Rookie of the Year went to a well-deserved.
No.
Well-deserved.
Fuck you for that.
Oh yeah, Bowers. Yeah, no, Bowers should have gotten at least something. Should have gotten more love out of it. I'll say that. Bowers was the best like rookie tight end I have ever seen in a long time. All right. Anyways, Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Fuck you.
Okay, to be fair, I was hoping it should have gone to Brandon Frisk, Jared versus teammate, because he actually had I felt like he had a better season, to be honest. But, it is what it is.
Listen, everybody had a better season than Storm Duck.
Yeah, it's funny that Chop Robinson, Miami's first round pick, got the Defensive Rookie of the Year vote, or not vote, but the finalist. Logan could have picked him.
Fucking
it
Storm
may
Duck.
have been biased, but he at least got a finalist.
Listen, my Rookie of the Year should have won it. Just saying, it's bullshit. Shit's rigged. It's a white corner. People don't believe in white corners. They think they'll never see in the NFL.
I think they're
disproven in the fucking Super Bowl.
I think they're very sneaky, athletic type of guy, blue collar worker type of guy. Let you date your daughter type of guy. I think they're looking for more of a physical player, a very, very dominant player. All right. And so we talked about comeback player of the year. We talked about MVP. We talked about
offensive player of the year. Saquon very well
deserved. Waller Payne Man of the Year award went to Eric Armstead. Congrats to him.
Very well deserved. Great guy.
He will now have that patch. He will now have that patch next season when he signs with the team or stays with Jacksonville.
Yeah, come to Seattle. We need all the defensive help.
Anything can help. Myles Garrett, Mad Max, anything.
Dexter Lawrence, the Giants are being stingy with Dexter Lawrence. You guys don't need him. You guys don't use him.
You could give us Brian Burns. We'll give you a bag of chips. I think
the Giants are currently funding the Seahawks defense. Just please keep it all coming.
Just give us Brian Burns. He didn't use him well last year, so might as well come to Seattle with Mike McDonald. We'll give you Sam Howell. There you go. We'll give you Sam Howell.
That's a very, very even trade.
You guys need a quarterback, and we need an edge rusher. So
it's even.
It feels right. We'll give you a bag. We'll give you a free medium soda.
Ooh. Not any medium soda. Oreo Coke.
Well, no, in this situation, since they're sponsored by Pepsi, Oreo Pepsi. There you go, Oreo Pepsi. We'll just give you a bag of Oreos, and we'll give you Diet Pepsi. We'll give you Pepsi. There you go. You could do the fun part yourself by dunking it in. Go take your bag of chips. Go.
Listen, they are good chips. They are Sun Chips, elite.
We'll give you a fine. We'll give it to Cleveland. They need a quarterback. We'll do that with the Myles Garrett trade. Sam Howell for Myles Garrett, most even trade of all time since the Stafford trade.
You know what, Giant? If you're lucky, maybe we could throw in something else.
A bunch of and coach of the year went to Kevin O'Connell. Congrats to him.
Very, very well deserved.
Hey, he was able to pull 14 wins out of Sam Darnold. That is an accomplishment you cannot beat.
No. Know what, Anthony? I have another trade proposal for you. We'll give you Sam Darnold, your bag of chips, which you need. We will also throw in a complimentary.
Not Sun Chips. We'll give you Cool Ranch Doritos. There you go. That's an upgrade. There you go. That's an upgrade right there. We're pulling in more money for Cool Ranch Doritos.
Not only that, you can have a membership. No, my bag of chips. You are getting a damn bag of chips. It's a free bag of chips.
It's Doritos.
What if we also give you one slightly used toothbrush?
Come on, man. You got to at least put him a few more cents. Give him a new one.
Fine, a new toothbrush.
Fine. You drive a hard bargain, Anthony. A new toothbrush.
A new, brand new, unopened toothbrush.
We'll go to Costco and we'll give you even a pack. We'll go to Costco and even give you a pack. How about membership to Costco? There we go. You're driving a hard bargain here. You're practically robbing us. A Costco membership.
If that's not worth it, we can give you Kohl's cash. You can go dress up just like Kirk Cousins.
I already have that. Oh, okay, fine. A Sam's Club membership.
Ooh,
there you go. Good. 2 places at once. You can go to 2 different places, and you can go to two different places for gas too with that membership. Another 2 more places to get gas. How do you have both?
Damn it!
Okay. A Walmart Plus membership. You can scan your items on the phone. There you go. The Lakers got a center now.
Oh, fuck.
Free agent 7-footer Alex Len will sign with the Los Angeles Lakers.
What? No, listen. I already talked to the Bengals. They said Trey Henderson is not for sale.
Well, he will be a free agent in about a couple of years since the Bengals are being stingy with their money. Poor Dalton Connect. He's back in LA. Dalton Connect is back in LA.
Know what?
If you guys weren't there, the Matt Williams trade did not go through apparently because due to Matt Williams health due to like a health thing. So Dalton Connect is back to the Lakers, and Williams is back in Charlotte.
Ooh, what if we get you, and hear me out, 1 month free movie pass? You know, any movie you want, how many movies you want for a whole month?
They're back, yeah.
Yeah, listen, that's elite.
Imagine you told that you're being sent back because of a failed. Dang. I mean, I think that's what Dallas Mavericks fans are hoping for, that Luka did not pass his physical the Lakers, but unfortunately he played yesterday, so RIP to the Mavs fans. Oh yeah, and by the way, Anthony Davis got injured immediately as soon as he went to Dallas. He got injured.
Listen, we don't need Malik Neighbors. Andrew Thomas, though.
Andrew Thomas will do. I mean, I'm fine with Dexter, Andrew Thomas.
These are not crappy deals. These are elite deals.
We're giving you Sam Howell.
Sam Howell, a bag of chips, and free movies.
How about a movie membership from Regal or from whatever movie theater company that's close to you? How about an AMC?
Ooh.
Unavailable. one self. Right. All right. Well, everybody, hope you all have a good week. I think great episode. The Eagles won. The UFL will be back. Go Stallions. Baseball season is coming nearby with spring training. Go Giants.
Anthony is sitting here being stingy with his players again.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to fleece the Panthers, why can't we just give you a good deal? We'll give you Sam Howell. I'm saying that's the best deal.
You could have Sam Howell, Andrew Luck, two former Seahawks quarterbacks.
Yeah. Unless you're wanting to get Kenny Pickett. Is that what you want, Anthony? Is that it sounds like you want Kenny Pickett since he has a Super Bowl ring. Oh no. You're like now Tom is like, wait, maybe. You're like,
hey, hang on. Look. Where is it? Anthony, I have a deal that you cannot refuse. Not in the slightest. Where the fuck is it?
Free healthcare, Anthony.
Okay, that's too far.
That's impossible, even for us.
Where are all my fucking hats? Listen, Anthony, I have a fantastic hat I can give you. It's slightly worn, but it's still elite. Oh, here they are. What if I give you... Here. You give us Brian Burns, we will give you the bag of chips, Sam Howell, and we will also give you this fantastic hat.
He's making it up for...
It's a great hat. I think it's going to be a fantastic deal.
I mean, it's good firewood, honestly. Thomas is giving you good firewood, honestly.
Exactly. See,
it keeps you warm at night. You know, Thomas is offering you firewood. He didn't have to chop a tree to do it. That's environmentally friendly, right there.
It's comfortable. It keeps my head very, very warm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Know what? Fine. What if we go down to Philadelphia and we give you one of their already taken out streetlight poles? That's a great deal. We have lost the show now.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have yourself a good week. Stay safe out there. And deuces. I don't know what I'll figure something out to replace the Usher one.
I want nothing that you.
I want nothing to have worn. What if it's a Daniel Jones shirt?
Which I have that. I have a Daniel Jones shirt. You can have it.
Like you could think about the greatest decision Dave Gettleman has ever made. Along with Kadarius Toney.
I don't have a disease. Listen, if you don't believe me, ask my girlfriend. She hasn't died yet.
All right, this time for sure. Don't mention
that people name.
Ooh, Daniel Jones or Dave Gettleman?
Or Kadarius Toney.
Honestly, it could go one of those three ways. So we honestly don't know what. All right, well, Dave Gettleman and Kadarius Toney.
You know what? What if we kidnap Saquon Barkley and we drop him off at MetLife Field?
Yeah, we just make sure that he's actually on the field in MetLife. What if we just promise as long as they just promise that the Giants or Jets actually rebuild the turf, and I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
That still will help. All right, everybody. Have a good week. We'll see y'all later. And we out of here.